What's up, guys? Tugi here, back again. This is my Quebec City Nordiques franchise mode on NHL 17, and in this episode, we are 21 games away from finishing Season 5. We have one hell of a lead, and we will see if we can hold on to that lead and win our first division title, maybe even more. Now, the thing is, this team offensively, as far as depth goes, we are set. We are fine. In the AHL, we have Velarde, we have Tarasov that could just step in if need be. Defensively is the big concern. Obviously, right now we have Frankie Corrado in because of the injury to David Savard. Ralph Jarrett's also a question mark. He hasn't made any progress this year. I believe an 81 overall is probably his limit at high top 2 AHL potential, now at 22 years old. But for now, he gets the job done. Could we get an improvement on him? Yes, but you look at what he's done this year, he's earned that spot. So I could go out, I could pay a second-round draft pick to get somebody that's amazing, but I think it's worth, because obviously it'd be Jarrett and Bergman, I think it's worth just rolling with the guys that have gotten us here. And that is exactly what we are going to do. Of course, the problem is mainly our depth in the AHL. Stefan and Fleury would be our best options, which aren't great options. So I'm tempting fate a little bit here. I've identified our defense as a weakness, and it definitely is. But hopefully we can overcome that and just avoid injuries outright. But moving into the sim period here, we are actually going to aim to sim the entire month of March. This will probably be a shorter setup episode. Normally, if I make some trades, it ends up being pretty long, or at least longer than what this episode's shaving up to be. But anyway, I'm not going to ramble. Let's sim through the month of March. Can the Nordiques continue their way to their first division title, and will the Monsters be able to pull off just an epic comeback and actually make the playoffs? I highly doubt it, but you never know. April 1st has arrived, and the Quebec City Nordiques have won 50 games this season, including a 6-game winning streak in the middle of the month. We have won 2 straight after getting kind of embarrassed by the Flyers. No hope for the Monsters, but a 50-20-6 record for the Nords. The start of this season, it looked like we would have some trouble. That this would once again be just a dominant, the group of death for the NHL. We have run away with it. We are almost, Jesus Christ, it is unbelievable that we are almost 20 full points. We are 10 full wins above the Flyers. Granted, they have a game at hand. But, of course, I haven't mentioned, as you can clearly tell, we have also won. We have clinched the best record in the Eastern Conference, and we are just a little bit above the St. Louis Blues. We have a chance to win the President's Trophy. 106 points thus far. I was hoping to rest Korpisalo a little bit, and this might come to haunt me. But I want that damn President's Trophy. It's not enough that we just won the Metro. It's not enough that we clinched the best record in the Eastern Conference. I want the President's Trophy. And with 6 games to go and a 4-point lead, I like our chances. We will start Reimer against the Carolina Hurricanes, and hopefully we can clinch. We play the Washington Capitals, and we get a 3-2 win. That is going to help. Should have mentioned, Erik Karlsson missed a little bit of time, unfortunately, with a broken nose, and even then, we have just been running people. This has been an amazing run. Karlsson's back in, and I'll actually put Reimer in just to save a little bit of time. We'll put Reimer in against Pittsburgh. Can we get win number 52? And we do. It's a 4-2 win. Will that get us the President's Trophy? 110 points on the season now. Patrick Laine, our leading scorer with 80 points. Unbelievable. Is that enough? I do believe. Well, let's see. What do they have left? 5. So they can finish with 114 points max. So 2 more wins for sure would seal it. 3 wins for sure would seal it. But 2 more wins should do it. We pretty much have it locked up. What are the odds that they go, 5 games undefeated to win the President's Trophy? Now, because I said that, it'll happen. But I think we're good. And to say this team surprised me that they've done this well, maybe they shouldn't have, because of what this team is. It's been said Vancouver-esque with the way we have taken this team and crafted it. But I don't know, man. I mean, how could you say, especially after last season's playoff disappointment? I mean, what playoff disappointment? We shut out Carolina 1-0. We will actually have Reimer start the Ranger game, the last game of the year. With the disappointment in the playoffs and retooling, man, we beat Pittsburgh 6-0. That's the President's Trophy sealed right there. It's just a matter of how many wins. I want to say, Jesus Christ, we beat Philly again. How many games in a row have we won? We haven't lost since Philly embarrassed us. Unreal. I think, by the way, I was going to say that, speaking of Vancouver, I think, what was it, the most games that we won with Vancouver? Did we win over 60? I feel like I'm remembering 56 for some reason. But regardless, we have a chance to win 56 games. We've already won 55, which is absurd. But to say that this team should have performed at this level is kind of an understatement. This is a very well-crafted team. We have some weaknesses for sure. I mean, Ralph Jarrett, on paper, is a huge weakness. He has been great for us this season. But let's take a look here. Our last game of the season. What will we head into the playoffs with? As, again, scouting I'm not putting too much effort into because it's fucking broken. But let's take a look. We enter the playoffs on the back of an 8-game winning streak. In real life, we would be the most feared team, as if we're not already. 56-20-6. Our final record. We're President's Trophy winners, and we're not limping into the playoffs. We are a well-oiled machine that is just kicking everyone's ass that is in front of us. Unreal. Now, before I forget, of course, I want to put Korpisalo in because I don't necessarily know if I'll edit the lines. I don't have to. These are the lines that we've rolled with all season, and that is the starting lineup that we will have in the first round. But we will take a look at the rest of the league players and all that stuff, our individual players, and then we will find out who we play in the first round. We beat the Flyers so badly. So goddamn badly. We beat them by 25 points. That is unbelievable. Unreal. What a season for this team. And when you look at the entire league, we won the President's Trophy by 10 points. The next highest team in the Eastern Conference was Toronto, motherfuckers. We beat them by 16 points. Just crushed this league. This was our league this year. We scored the most goals. We had the highest goals for. Goals against the fewest. Unreal. I mean, that's the only word for it. The most goals for and the fewest goals against. Our power play looks to be middle of the pack, if not weaker, which is concerning. Our penalty kill is at least not towards the bottom. Our penalty kill is towards the top, 84%. And at home, 28, 8-5 on the road. And there's only one team heading into the playoffs with a better record than us, and that would be the LA Kings, who have won at least their last 10 games. And I actually want to take a look down in the AHL. I want to see where the Monsters are. They're down there. It's been a rough past couple of years now for Cleveland, given the players that we have been using. Their season's not over yet, but Ralston, Tarasov, Velarde, of course, quite a few of these guys ended up getting called up. But an interesting year for Cleveland. But looking At the main team, Patrick Laine, 83 points, 73 for Tkachuk, and he leads the way in goals. 62 for Duchesne, 55 for Puljujarvi. Seth Jones, 49. That is much better from him. Dowcall, Ehlers, Timashov, Carlson all break the 40-point mark. Kagorodov doesn't break 30. A little bit concerning. Stenlund, 28. That's fine. Lutzer, only 26. He missed 10 games, but only 26. Abramov at 24. Kurdiles, 23. Ralph Jarrett finishes with 18 points and has a plus 17. Not too shabby for an 81 overall. We'll take a look at the goaltenders, and I mean, Joonas Korpisalo is a beast. A 204 goals against average in 62 games, a 930 save percentage. Reimer with a 931 in 39 appearances, and we will actually see how that compares to the rest of the league, who was probably or arguably the best starter. And we will look here. James Reimer and Joonas Korpisalo, the two best goalies in the NHL this year. As far as other starters, you have John Gibson down there and then Varlamov. We couldn't have gone wrong with Sparks, Hart, or James Reimer, but we went with the veteran Reimer, and that looks to be the right choice. We have the best tandem in the NHL as far as save percentage goes. Patrick Laine led the league in points, 83, just beating out Tyler Seguin. Matthew Tkachuk was there as well. The goal-scoring king, though, was Vladimir Tarasenko with 37. And of course, Tkachuk and Laine are listed there. I do want to take a look at rookie skaters. Lutzer obviously won't win the race. Not even close. Blake Spears with 61 points. Garland with 51. And yeah, Lutzer is way the hell down here. He was unfortunately involved in a very competitive and just simply good rookie class. But I don't dread or regret that pick whatsoever. As far as rookie goalies, even Philip Gustafson there for Chicago has a chance at the Calder Trophy. What a season for this team. They performed to the highest of expectations, and now we move into the playoffs. Who will it be in round one? The Atlantic Division has both wild card spots. Who will it be in round one? And it is the Ottawa Senators. In the first round, we will take a look at the complete playoff bracket here. Nashville, Chicago, St. Louis, Dallas, LA, Edmonton, and Anaheim, Colorado. But in the East, that's where it counts. Philly and New Jersey. We play Ottawa, Boston, Florida, and Toronto, Montreal. I got to admit, it would be scary, but I would have loved a rematch against Toronto. But hopefully Montreal knocks them out in the first round, because fuck them, especially after what they did last year. Guys, that is it for this episode. I hope you did enjoy. Obviously, more of looking at the stats, and I'm just happy that this team has performed to this level, because I didn't expect it, but it all means nothing. And as a fan of a hockey team that has watched his team win the President's Trophy and then go on to fail, I don't want this team to fail. I want this to be our year, and I'm not even going to say hopefully it will be. This will be the Quebec City Nordiques year. We're getting it done, and that journey starts in the next episode, and I hope you join me for it, the round one matchup against the Ottawa Senators. As always, guys, if you have enjoyed this episode, make sure to hit that like button. You know to do that already. Helps make me look better, right? Let's be honest. What makes a YouTuber look good? Subscriber count, the amount of likes on each video, and the active or not so much active comment section. So I'm not going to ask you to like, comment, and subscribe, but if you do, just know that you're helping me out, and it's greatly appreciated. I'm going to stop pandering because it's not my thing. I will see you guys in the next episode for the beginning of another playoff push.